Moses is an Egyptian name that means son of or child of. His brother Aaron is also an Egyptian name and are Egyptians' names for Egyptian priests. So David relied on Egyptian priests to centralize authority. The circumcision was an ancient Egyptian practice, and Egyptian priests specialized in this, which gave them power and authority, being the circumcision the mark by which a person became Israelite. All this forms the cosmology of how different people are creating a national identity with a convoluted and complicated history. How they make sure that people from different places were going to be loyal to Israel. Well, the Egyptians who came to Israel went to war with Egyptians, Canaanites went to war with Canaanites, and so on. Israel is a political creation since the beginning. This was a standard practice. Other nations did the same, maybe somewhat different. One question that we must ask is, why do we have the Bible today as a religious text? Why don't we have an Egyptian text or a Greek text? And maybe the answer is that it's because the way the Bible was written. It's believed that the stories of the Bible were written by historians in the court of David, and every court would have an official historian. These stories were meant to be propaganda, and the person who wrote Genesis was a literary genius of the stature of Homer, Plato, and Dante, and was a woman, not a man. Historians call her the Yahwist because she uses Yahweh as the name for God. The style of the author concentrates not in war or conflicts, but in affairs, childbirth, marriage, love, and this is unique in human history. There is a great sense of confidence that is a woman, and she was a member of the court of David. She must have had access to a great education, and she must have been a princess, David's daughter perhaps, or granddaughter. It's interesting to note that approximately 1,000 years before David, the Sargon of Akkad, called also Sargon the Great, was the founder of the Akkadian Empire in Mesopotamia, ruling around 2334 to 2279 BCE. According to the legend of Sargon, he was born to a priestess, placed in a basket, and set adrift on the Euphrates River. This was 1,000 years before Moses. Sargon of Akkad had a daughter named Enheduanna, who is widely recognized as the world's first known author and poet. She composed hymns, psalms, and prayers, including the famous exaltation of Inanna and the temple hymns. These are considered the earliest surviving texts attributed to a named individual. She helped stabilize her father's empire, uniting diverse peoples under shared rituals and stories. Maybe David didn't know Sargon, but the lay end of Sargon's baby in a basket is too close to the baby Moses story to be original of the Israelites. The flood and the Tower of Babel are stories that circulated millennia before David. We will never know if they recycle those stories, but if sounds like a duck, walks like a duck, and looks like a duck, it must be a duck. To be continued.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.